I live, I move and have my being. I have joy.
Welcome to the greatest show on earth, that is the Mother Current Affairs program on earth. You are watching Voice of London television. This program will also be fed, there's a feed also to our sister station, Voice of London Radio. And our subsidiary station as well, the parent station itself, the Pan-African Voice Media. I'll be speaking about trending news and pressing issues, topics that touches our hearts very, very much. We'll be looking at trending issues. Of course, we had the Mother's Day today, and of course, we've got women on the program. If we don't really wish them happy Mother's Day, I'm sure today we, the men, will be in big trouble. So definitely, we have to accord that. We'll also be looking at the great Remembrance Day, which took place in Russia. And then there was a ceasefire between Ukraine and Russia. And the Russian president also got one of the African leaders in the person of Ibrahim Traore to be flown all the way from Burkina Faso in Africa to Russia to attend the ceremony. We had almost about 28 to 30 world leaders attending the Remembrance Day, Victory Day, that marks a victory of the 1945 war, that is the Second World War, that brought permanent peace. Can we invented comments, permanent peace to the world? And we will then cross over to the motherland in Africa, where we'll be looking at one or two issues and how can Africa also become a force, a superpower for the next generation. Yeah, so let me go straight and welcome my learned colleagues who have joined us. Before I do that, don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe and be part of this bigger information, education, and enlightenment program and channel. Let me welcome my co-host here and my special guest in the person of Anne. Anne, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
And welcome to the show.
Thanks.
Yes, so we'll be talking to Anne later. He's going to just give us a short profile of herself. Let me go and welcome our mother of all mothers, the woman lioness, Queen Deborah. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, my brothers and sisters. Shalom, shalom, everybody.
Yes.
Shalom.
Yes. How was Queen Deborah? How was your Sabbath yesterday? Because I know you're a Sabbath lady.
Yeah, yesterday we celebrated the Feast of Tabernacle. We started yesterday because it's springtime, and we are very grateful to the Most High God for glorifying Himself in our midst.
Great, great. Okay, let me go straight and welcome Dr. JB. Doctor, how are you?
Hello. Hello. Yeah. Good evening. Yeah. Fine. Thank you very much. I'm doing very well. My day has been great. Just a few cases and a few cases I have to do over the weekend, but everything has been great with you.
Oh, I see. So as a doctor, I know you are doing your very best, taking good care of our people, and putting a smile onto their faces, especially when it comes to the what we call it, reproduction angle and fertilization and all that as an expert. So we thank you for that sacrifice indeed. We also thank you for making sure that you are always, when called upon, granted that audience. Thank you so much, Doc.
Thank you,
Okay,
Doctor.
thank you.
All right.
Thank you, madam.
Let's go to Godfrey. Godfrey, how are you and welcome? I see you. You can hear us? I think there's something in here yeah. Godfrey, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, Nana.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. And we thank you, Godfrey, for also making sure that you continue to grant us audience and to bring us the best of reportage from that part of the world, the motherland, our Kebulan. Okay, so Godfrey, what's the latest before we? Hey, before Godfrey, you give us the latest. Let me go to the ladies before they strangle us, we the men. Happy Mother's Day to you, the ladies. Happy Mother's Day for giving birth to us. Hey, we the men, we applaud you for milking us from birth. Without you, we men won't be here. So thank you so much and happy Mother's Day.
I don't have time for that. And I know I don't have time for that.
Okay, okay. So why is it that you keep giving, you milk us from infancy and at adulthood, when we still need to be milked, sometimes you ladies have to fight with we the men. Why? You need to answer this question today. It's Mother's Day. Why? Queen Deborah, before I go to Lady M,
What did you say?
I said you've been milking us till from birth, and
Yeah,
at adulthood, when we need more milk, you refuse to give us, and you've been fighting with we the men. Why?
yeah, because you have 42 teeth now. Your teeth is big. You have a lot of teeth now, so we can't give you again.
Oh, okay. So the matured guys things will hurt you, the ladies. I get it. All right, that's part of the humor. Lady Anne,
Yes.
why you people don't want to continue to feed us with the milk that you've been feeding us from birth? Mother's Day.
We still feed you with foods for dinners and cook for you just the
Yes.
same as we do, and sometimes still take care of the laundry.
I see. All right. Okay, so Godfrey, quickly give us a brief, so that we can move straight to the topics.
Okay, Nana, thank you. And let me say Happy Mother's Day to our dear and wonderful ladies out there. So, Happy Mother's Day to you guys.
God bless
And
you.
Nana, before I'll start, let me start from this. Today being the Mother's Day, the President of the Republic, as John Dramani Mahama, today visited the first, the Vice President. And you know that our Vice President is a female, so he did use this occasion to visit her in our office today. Nana, the president has used this occasion to ask Ghanaians to at least build a better Ghana for our ladies and children in this country. So, Nana, this is one of stories about President of the Republic visiting the Vice President of the Republic. So, Nana, this is one of the stories. Quickly, let me also jump into the Bank of Ghana issue. Bank of Ghana has warned the general public against illegal foreign investors. According to the central bank, they believe some people are trading in this country without a license from the Bank of Ghana. So it was just warning the general public to be aware of this illegal foreign investors. According to them, they believe these people are Ghanaians operating illegally. So if you're a Ghanaian and you want to invest, you should make sure these investors has been licenses or they have licenses from the central bank. So Nana, this is one of the stories making airwaves in this country. And if you don't have any questions, then I will continue and give you other stories.
Well, continue so that we can go on and move on to other
Okay,
questions.
Nana, yeah, Nana, you all know the issue about Edu Boahin, the former National Bureau Director. He just alleged that his 960,000 Ghana cedis was he paid to Parliamentary Select Committee on Defense, and in fact, people are called government to prove what Edu Boahin is alleging, according to people are calling government to, in fact, take that issue up and investigate whether what the man is saying is true or not. But James Agaga, who is happening to be a member of parliament, has also raised concern, saying that allegation is baseless. The man doesn't have any claim to that effect. So Nana, this is one of issues trending. I learned yesterday. I made a comment about that. Yeah, we did discuss about being paying to members of parliament on parliamentary select committee on defense. So member of parliament, that's James Agaga, has also called that allegation as baseless, and this one of issues trending here. And Nana, let me quickly go to Binduri district in the Upper West. Last night, as yesterday's night, 12 housing were.
Hello. Yeah, I think Godfrey's line is playing up, but we'll continue to discuss issues. And then when he resumes, his network resumes, we'll deal with him. Let me welcome our learned colleague as well as usual, a patriot, always, granting his audience and the patriot of Africa, in the person of Teddy Abofa. TK, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How are you?
Fine, sir.
Yes. Why? This voice means that yesterday you overdone the kebab and the, all the party. What happened?
You're looking like how do you call it? This former Zyle guy. You're looking like a younger version, with your different hats.
That wasn't the question. I said I had your kebab and you. That's a clever one. All right. So we had earlier on wished the ladies happy Mother's Day. If you want to happy Mother's Day to the ladies, before we have Lady M with us today, and then we have Queen Deborah as well. We've got Dr. JB there. We've got Godfrey, who we've lost because of the network back in Ghana. And so the ladies' Mother's Day from you, TK, before they strangle you.
Happy Mother's Day, my African sisters. How you doing?
God bless you, my brother.
Great.
How are you?
Hey, fine. Yourself?
I'm okay. I give thanks to God.
Okay then.
I hope your family, everybody's okay.
Everybody's fine. Everybody's fine.
Thank you, Jesus.
All right. That's great. Great. Today is a Women's Day. That was yesterday, innit? So the weekend was the Mother's Day. So it's appropriate I call them that respect. Okay, so this weekend we are taking one story from the international scene, and that is Russia having one of the biggest Remembrance Day since the Second World War. To celebrate the Second World War, they lost 27 million people as against the other allied countries. And so a lot of people are saying that they actually won the Second World War. But I think it's appropriate to say that together with all the allied forces, won the Second World War. Yes. And so the significance of this remembrance is to respect the fallen heroes and the soldiers who fought hard to bring peace to the whole world. From the Pan-African angle and the motherland angle, there's a very interesting story there where Burkina Faso leader Ibrahim Traore from Burkina Faso was actually picked from Burkina Faso by the Russian president's entourage with, I tell you what, the best military air forces guiding through the skies to Russia. Amazing things in the air. And also, they had about 27 to 30 world leaders, including the Chinese leader Jinping, who was there as well. And so overall, it seems it was a very successful Remembrance Day. So let me start with, of course, our colleague herself, in the person of TK. TK, your view on that?
Well, I think he's the star of the moment. So he's been given the oxygen of publicity by all the media houses. So let's see how it goes.
Okay, that's a good one, quick one. And Dr. K, before I go to the ladies, today is Ladies' Day, so they will have the final says. Okay, Dr. JB.
Okay, I think I'm going to talk about the Russian victory parade. One thing I've realized in this world that if you truly sacrifice your life, your energy to support someone, they usually they usually don't appreciate your sacrifice later on. If you look at what happened in the World War, the European countries, that Russia sacrificed 27 million of their soldiers to liberate them from the Nazi Germans have now taken against Russia. Look at Poland, the Baltic states, Latvia, all those countries, Georgia, all the way to Bulgaria, to Germany. Those countries will have been German colony, hadn't been Russian intervention. Today, those same countries have teamed up with US fighting Russia and Ukraine, and they did not attend the Victory Day parade, but they also turned against Russia, fighting against Russia in Ukraine for no apparent reason. Had it not been a Russian victory, most countries in Africa wouldn't have independence. History will tell us that in Zimbabwe, Tanzania, Botswana, South Africa, Angola, when the British colonized, British and Americans introduced apartheid, it's Russians who sent their soldiers, military trained advisors, to help Africa to fight against the British and Americans for liberation to gain all their independence. So that victory celebration is not only a victory for Russia, it's a victory for the global South Africa and all other countries that are not aligned to the West or decided to pursue independence. And I think it's something that the whole world have to celebrate, and Africa also have to recognize that victory parade as a victory for all of us. Looking at how Russia sent his own private jets, escorted by fighter jets, to come and pick Traore to send him back, I think it's a great admiration and great respect. There's no way Trump will allow any black man or black president to enter the Air Force One. It will not happen. But Russians have already proven that they have respect for Africans and black people, irrespective of our race. It's a good
Okay,
one.
Deborah, your take on that?
Yeah, I just only go with what the doctor was talking about. So because there was never a time when Russia tried to enslave Africa, you understand? It's only the West, America and British, and France and Germany and Portuguese. They are the problem. So Russia will always be there. So they should appreciate them. That's it.
Okay, let me go to my colleague in the studio with me, Lady M. Lady M, interesting.
Yes, interesting. I agree with the doctor there where he says the victory is for Russia, but Africa has to remain independent. Where I celebrate the fact that Ibrahim himself didn't allow France to come in and dictate as to how he should be conducting his affairs. Um, Britain too long has already colonized the areas of Africa, and it's about time that stopped.
Okay, that's from Lady M. Okay, the next item we had a news bulletin, a report from Godfrey, and President of Ghana has used the Mother's Day to visit the sick Vice President of Ghana, Lady Jane Nana Ajiman, who had been very ill, taken ill, and is being treated very well. And so the doctors in Ghana recommended that the emergency procedure that they have undertaken in Ghana needs to be furthered abroad. So she's undergone that serious surgery, recuperating well. So we could see pictures of her and the president standing in front of the hospital fronts, and that's a good news. That is alive and very well. So let me go to Queen Deborah Queen. Mother's Day, President of Ghana flew specifically to check on the health of the Vice President lady. Your take on that?
So he went to go and check about the health of the vice president, isn't it?
Yes.
The lady, Abby.
Come again.
So who is checking the poor people too?
Who is taking what?
Who is checking the poor people that are president?
Anyway,
it's a question we have to ask ourselves. We are not talking about those who are in authority. We have to think about the weak as well, not only them. Because the same thing happened in Nigeria, where one of the president or minister, they will carry them go to America or France. But when the poor is sick, nobody is there to take care of them. Nobody even know maybe they are dying. So for me, it doesn't make sense.
Okay. All right. So Queen Deborah has a strong view on that. Let Dr. David, you are a medical doctor. Your view on that?
Yes, Queen Deborah is right. Some extent is right. Some extent not right. That's what I would say. When it comes to health issues, currently Ghana has the best healthcare system in West Africa. Ghana has the best healthcare system in West Africa, with, especially with the hospital at the UGMC, University of Ghana Medical Center. It is above a tertiary institution. It was built with the intention that advanced surgery that cannot be done in other African countries can be transferred here. But the government have not made the actual necessary investment, relevant investment to get it operationalized. There should be a law to ban like a public servants, ministers, government appointees from seeking health outside the country. I think if that law is actually introduced, if that law is introduced to ban health minister, president or vice president from seeking health outside, they'll be compelled to make the necessary investment over here. Because there are some of the surgery that our specialists just need some 5 months, 6 months training outside to be able to do it and buy the equipment. But they're not doing it because they have the financial means to travel. No, they have access to our money, to use our money to travel to seek outside instead of making that relevant investment over here. We're not supposed to be so. Which is not supposed to be so. I think the last government did that, we blame them, criticize them, and it seems you are expressing the same thing under Mama, and it's likely to continue. They have to make the necessary investments, buy the right equipment, support us with the right training, so that we can be able to provide the services we have over here. It should not continue. Thank you.
All right. Okay. So yeah, quickly. Yeah, go on, Queen Deborah.
I really appreciate what doctor was saying there, because if you want to look at it in the whole West Africa, I'll give 10% to Ghana when you come to the medical area. You understand? But the problem there is that medical thing that they introduced, is it for the poor and is it for the poor and the rich? That is the problem.
Okay, let's go to TK.
Well, it's fun, is it how things are unfolding. One party does one thing, one criticizes. When one party comes, party do the same thing. It's a strange thing that I think there isn't. I think our health system, there isn't money. I don't know whether we have money for the sector. It's expensive, though. I don't know.
Which is not supposed to be like that.
Okay.
I think everything is to do with priorities. I don't know whether we prioritize health as against infrastructure development like roads, or I don't know. I don't know which one's more of a priority to the government. So
Point noted. Let me go to Godfrey quickly. Godfrey, yeah, your take on that quickly.
Okay, Nana, I would say it's a good idea because the vice president wasn't feeling well, and today being Mother's Day, it's a good idea for the president to visit our vice president. She has been she's the first vice president being a female. So and I think it's a good idea for president to use this occasion to visit her and see how she's doing. So as country, we are glad to see our vice president being good like that and being
Yeah, so Monique, this is one of the countries in the Pan-African world, the motherland Africa, Ghana.
Yes.
The vice president has been very ill, a serious one. But unfortunately, one of the top hospitals in Ghana treated her and advised she should be flown or she'll pass away. So she's been flown to the UK and she's had that necessary surgery and she's recovering well. The president just visited her. Queen Deborah is thinking that it's about time African leaders invest in Africa.
Yes.
So that they can get treatment in Africa.
I agree with that.
So your take on that?
Yeah, I agree that, as I mentioned, that Ghana has one of the best healthcare systems, and it should be made a necessary investment of relevance.
Right.
It would be a good idea to invest at least 10 to 20% of to the healthcare system.
Right.
If that could be sustained by the same Britain and other overseas countries.
Yeah. And we have a medical doctor with us as well. So like he said, if government can invest and so that money to get the necessary equipment.
Nana, please let me come in here and let me to what my dear sister said, Queen Deborah. Nana, for our leaders or Ghanaians to travel outside to seek for medication, I think it's not a bad idea because even Western world, they do it. People even travel from France to go to Germany to seek for medication and other stuff because it's not everything that you can. It's not every equipment that you can have it in your country. Even some of the diseases and some of the operation, you need the experts to attend to that. So I don't think it's a bad idea for them to travel outside. But as what I can say is that they should at least equip our medical facilities here so that certain other stuff we can attend rather than everything that will be traveling outside. But for them to travel outside to seek medication, I don't think it's a bad idea because other countries do that. So
probably
for that one I disagree with. For that one I disagree with Queen Deborah.
Okay, I can see Queen Deborah want to rebut. Yeah, Queen, go on.
I would like to answer that question. I would like to give you a reply for that. Because you are talking about the vice president, only by the vice president. You understand? That is where your concern is. But when we are thinking about the vice president, we should be thinking about the people. Like you said, that anybody can travel for treatment, which is true. I'm not objecting that. But my question to you now is that as you are sitting down, me, I'm sitting down. If you are sick, can anybody give money to float down out to London or to America to go and treat? Nobody can give you that money. But because they have your money, go for treatment. It happened in Nigeria. Go for treatment. It happened in Nigeria. Whenever they are sick, London. That's where the other is. What about the poor people? What about yourself? What about have been sick? And nobody was there to take them. And nobody was there to take them. Or send it back to themselves.
Okay. Point. Because yeah, so our sound engineer will fix. Our sound engineer will fix. Yes. Yeah, but continue. Yes. I think good point there as well. Where surgery cannot be done. Politicians can recommend travel abroad. They don't there's and the government needs to put and to actually add a lady. I'm going to the school girl. For the classmates, the dad got to school. Really, when they were playing with it, when they were shot with it, to try and find
let me come in. It looks like we are getting feedback from your end.
What I'm saying, the mind of the vice president. I'm not saying that. I'm saying and still government can fix the level that people don't have. Or go forget my point. Godfrey?
Nana?
Okay, I think Godfrey's network explain that. Okay.
Nana, I'm getting feedback. It looks like the sound is giving some feedback. So I was not getting what you're saying.
The engineer is yes. The engineer is fixing. Yeah, we are getting feedback. Yeah. Okay, so our next line of question is that final we need to be telling our people enlightenment. Now we have a young politician and a chief executive in the person of NDC communication man. In Ghana. So I want to go and then we can all take a brief on it. Godfrey is gone. Okay. Can you hear me? This African lines needs to be fixed properly. All right. So Sami Jemfi, we understand. Yeah, Godfrey, are you back? Can you hear me? Okay, let me lead the story. The story is that Sami Jemfi, who was the then communication director for the then opposition party that won overwhelmingly at the general election, they are barely 4 months into office. He really played a yeoman, role in getting the party to office. And this young man had gifted a pastor some few dollars as a gift, and we don't know what transpired, that the pastor was giving money, whether and it becomes a big story. Godfrey, are you there? Can you hear me now?
Give us a gift.
Okay, so the Sami Jemfi saga, people are on social media everywhere saying the man has no right to gifted that woman pastor some dollars, but even if you have some dollars in cities, they will understand. So let's take okay, let's go with I can't get Godfrey, So let me go to our good learned colleague in the person of TK. TK, your view on that gifted money to a pastor by Sammy Davy.
It's a thorny issue, isn't it? The point is, if Haruna Fuseni had gifted the pastor money, I don't think it would be an issue at all. Sammy Jempi has been the poster boy for the NDC. He's been their communication commander in chief. He's always in the media, adopting a high moral standard, lambasting the opposition. So, the moment it might not be anything of importance or significance, but so long as it is Sammy Jemfi, people will take him on. His critics will take him on. As I said, if it had been Haruna Fuseni, it wouldn't have been an issue. But because Sammy Jemfi is the poster boy of the NDC, high profile, always on TV, lambashing the opposition for the last 8 years, was in the position. The moment he slips, people will lynch on it. You cannot blame him. So his critics cannot be blamed at all.
Okay, let's go to Queen Deborah. Queen Deborah, is it wrong for a newly elected government appointee who played a yeoman role in getting the party to victory to gift a pastor lady some dollars, and that is while the country operates in cities? So that's another contention there. Your take on that, Queen Deborah?
When they come to the pastor and the politicians, it doesn't matter what they do. I don't, because all of them, they're all democracy. You understand? The pastor, the person in the politics, all of them are the same thing. So what is the reason why it's giving the money? Number one, there's a lot of people there who are in need. You understand? So what is the reason of that money? If you look at our politicians, all of them, when they come to every year before the election, they will go and meet, or they will go to the house and Aso Rock in Nigeria, and they will collect the money. All of them will come back with envelope. Even the king of the land, they will collect the envelopes. You understand? So that they will not be against them. So Oganana, they know the game. They know how to play the game. I know them very well. So forget about that matter.
Okay, let's go to Doc. Doc, your comment on the Sami Jesi saga.
I left the phone a beat, man. Tell him to log out and log in back, man.
Doc, yeah, I think you need to log out and log in again. That's what we are picking up from our engineer. So, Doc, log out and log in again. Let me go to M. Is it wrong for the young political party who have done so much for the party to win the election? Because their communication did a lot. But people are saying, why should you give the pastor in dollars and not in cedis, which is actually the currency of the country?
I don't think it should have been an issue of such, but it is a church, and the churches often receive gifted donations.
No, that wasn't a donation. It was like a private gift.
It was a private gift. What was the relevance of the gift?
We don't know, yeah, because again, we don't know what
that would have to be established as to why.
Okay, Doc, can you hear me now? Oh dear. No, you can hear me now?
No, it's not working. It's a cross problem.
Okay, Doc, we are not picking you well. I'm not picking Coffee well. Let me give everybody 1 minute to just run up. Today we are having
and now you cannot hear me.
Okay, so now we can hear you because I came to you several times. I've been to you several times. I wasn't picking you up. Okay, so
Okay.
What do you make out of the Sami Jenfi issue?
Nana, first of all, what Sami Jenfi did, what I would say is that the timing is wrong. You know, giving her the money is not the issue, but the timing.
Sure.
And people are also in the view that we have issue with our local currency against the foreign currency. So at least you should have done the needful giving her the local currency. I think that one would be far, far better rather than giving her the money. Giving her the money is not the issue, but the timing. Because people has a lot of issues against the previous government. So we are just expecting this new government not to did what the previous government did. But as I said, the timing. In fact, you should also know that his position as a gold bond director, a lot of people are also fighting for that position. So wherever you do, people, as my senior brother said, Teddy said, they will come after you. Even in your own party, they will come after you because there are so many people.
Quickly, let's run up. Godfrey, you can run up 1 minute.
Okay, Nana. So what I would say is that our leaders should know how to go about their normal duties. They should sometimes consider the timing and other stuff. And this goes to other government appointees. Giving money is not the case, but rather look at, because you might think people are not using phone to record, but there are so many other gadget devices that they can use to record you whilst you are not even aware. Not only the phone that you can use to record. So they should rather know how to go about their things and how they do their normal business and other government business. Nana.
Okay, point taken. And Queen Deborah, if you can run up 1 minute about the healthcare and then the appointees, all that. Yeah, 1 minute, Queen Deborah.
Yeah, we spoke about it. Like what I said before, I'm still going to repeat it. I'm not going to keep silent, you understand? So when it comes to the health of every individual of Ghana, you understand, or of Africa, you understand, all of them are important and must be treated equally, you understand? Right. So it's not going to be only for for the rich and the poor will suffer. Like I was asking my brother at that time, if you are the one, I don't pray for you to be sick. But if happen that you are in that situation, will they carry you to France or will they take you to London? They will not, because you are nobody. So when we look at it that they are somebody, you understand, that is why they can be able to do that, to take care of one another. But who is taking care of the poor? Who is taking care of the needy? So we should not be present that they do all those kind of a thing. Right. When they do to the poor, it is better than they do to the rich.
All right, nice one. And Lady M, yes. Your final point, 1 minute.
They should have focused on developing their own state-of-the-art facilities. More investment needed from the government.
Yeah.
For an emergency, they wouldn't have had time to fly out to an overseas hospital.
Yeah.
And so the future focus is to have one good enough facility there in Africa, where you can travel locally.
All right, so great stuff, gentlemen and ladies. Once again, happy Mother's Day to you. And we on Voice of London Television, including our sister station, Voice of London Radio, and our parent station, the Pan African Voice Media. Once again, happy Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day. Without you, mothers and women, we will not be here on earth. And we thank you so much. We thank our learned colleagues in the president. We thank our main man, Dr. GB. Yes, Doctor, we thank you so much. JB, sorry, Dr. JB, we thank you so much. We thank TK, Teddy Amofa, thank you so much for coming on. And of course, all our special guests that keep gracing this platform for us in the channel. Continue to like and of course share and subscribe for the credible information, education, and enlightenment. Once again, a luta continua, the struggles continues unabated, and definitely Africa will get it right as we gear towards the multipolar world. Niceness.
Bye-bye, buddy.
Trouble. When trials I see, billows roll. Whatever, my Lord, you have told